What I love about this time of year is
Yes.
whenever in the stores, there's all this candy everywhere. People have it in little pumpkins like this all around. So yesterday I was walking in Head House Square, and I saw pumpkins like this. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go through and look. And I'm used to seeing, you know, the Reese's and the different candies we all know and grown up with. But then I saw this, and I've never seen this before.
What?
And it was disturbing to me, okay?
What is that?
It's a chocolate ear, but not just any ear. If you look closely, there's hair coming out of that ear.
But that's candy?
That is candy. This is what they're giving out nowadays for Halloween.
Do you know which store this is?
I don't know what store it came from, because it was already out in someone's little pumpkin. They just had it out for the kids. Really, a hairy ear.
Now, here's the thing. I don't care how good it tastes. I don't know that I want to eat that.
Exactly. Why don't we just stick to the regular candy that we know and
That's
love?
perfect. Okay, so your kids bring the bucket back after going through the neighborhoods, right?
Maybe there's some ears in there.
And they throw it down on the floor, and you separate it and stuff like that. But there are certain candies that are a little more healthy for you, a little more than the other ones. So when you choose, which should you choose? Look who's here. It's Dr. Matthew Pinto, obesity medicine physician at the, what is that?
How did we say that?
We say, it's called Vive.
Vive. I was going to say Vive.
We get that a lot, though.
Yeah, you do?
So
Okay.
it's really, it's a good conversation piece because no one really knows how to say it.
Why is it called Vive?
Just a name we made up.
You revive.
We revive, that's it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, va-va-va-voom.
We make them feel alive, yes.
Okay, so here's the, should we do this as a quiz?
I like quizzes. We
Okay,
can do that.
so let's start down
Pop
here.
quiz.
Let me see if I got this segment right.
Go ahead.
You look into your kid's candy basket there. You got your Snickers, and then you got the little Hershey's. Is one maybe a little better than the other as far as calories and fat and stuff like that?
Right, so you can see the calories. One has 160 calories and one has 84 calories, right? So obviously one is almost half the other, right? So if you're going to choose one, you probably want less calories because it's less calories, it leaves more to eat. So I'll let you guess first.
I say, which one has less calories?
Which one has less calories?
It's got to be the Hershey's.
Well, I would think the smaller one, so I'll go with Hershey's too.
Yeah.
Correct. So the Hershey's is the smaller one. So there's less calories, there's less sugar in it, and there's less fat in it. So even though Snickers has really good commercials about how it can satisfy you, it's really not that good for you when you're trying to lose weight. If you're going to make a choice, choose the less calories with the lower sugar, okay?
Okay.
So then we have, this is a good one. Swedish Fish and Twizzlers, right?
Oh, God.
I'm going to say less calories, Twizzlers.
No, I'm going to go the fish. Fish, less calories.
So
it's smaller?
That's true. So we tried to pick, you know, the serving size that most people might eat. That's like a small bag. Here's a small pack of Twizzlers. So they're both very similar in calories. In fact, the Twizzlers is a little bit more at 160, and the Swedish Fish are a little bit less at 140. However, we really call it a tie because they're really equivalent in sugar and calories. There's not much of a difference there.
Love a Swedish Fish.
Yeah, they're made very similar. So now, this is a big one. Alex, you pick.
I love candy corn, so I'm hoping that it has fewer calories.
So the good news about candy corn is it's not around all the time, so we don't eat it all the time. Unfortunately, the Tootsie Rolls are the better choice.
Really?
Yeah, they're the better choice.
What?
There's less calories in those Tootsie Rolls and then in those candy corn right there.
Doctor, pick up one of the candy corns.
Yep.
Now, how do you eat it?
I just eat it.
Oh, see, so I do this.
You bite, you nibble on it,
Every time
each
he wants
piece.
to discuss this.
Each color.
Do you know if you lay them in a circle, they actually form a cob of corn?
I see, and you layer it and you build it up.
I've never done it, but I
You want to see it?
that.
Who has the time?
Milky Way has the time to bring up a picture of it because we've shown it on the air before. One of our producers is named after a candy.
That's a pretty good name.
Milky Way Wilkie.
I like that.
Yeah.
I need a name like that.
Wonder how many calories she has.
Let's go to the next one.
This is a big one. So Raisinets versus Milk Duds. So, you know, if you just look at the two types of candies, you're going to say, well, one has raisins. It's got to be better for you.
Yep, I say Raisinets.
And I'm going that route, raisins.
Believe it or not, the Raisinets has more calories and more sugar in it than the Milk Duds. So we give the winner to the Milk Duds here.
Really?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Last one.
Now, this one I'm biased as well because I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, my favorite candy. So I'm hoping that they're fewer calories. And hey, Mike, there's your peppermint patty.
There's the peppermint patty. I'm going to go with the patty.
Because what, is peppermint in it or something?
Yeah, and probably less calories.
And you like the Peanuts character. We already established that,
we do
too,
like
right?
the Peanuts character, yeah.
So Alex is right. The Peanut Butter Cup's the better choice.
Yes.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I was surprised, too. So the biggest thing to remember, Mike, is that candy's okay to eat in moderation, once in a while. There's not a lot of nutrition in candy. So forget about calories for a second. Candy's mostly sugar.
That's true.
And sugar's really not good for us. So that's really the key to this whole thing. So enjoy your kids' candy. eat a little bit, but remember, it's a lot of calories and there's not a lot of nutrients in it.
Okay, if you run an obesity clinic,
Correct.
What if you put on weight? Would you be fired?
Mike.
What?
Well, people ask me that, and I always say, would you go to a dentist that didn't have teeth? So I guess I can't really gain a lot of weight because I wouldn't be a good role model.
You ever see here's something you see a lot, a bald hairstylist.
That's interesting.
Isn't that true?
But they may be bald by choice.
That's true. And it has nothing to do with the ability to cut hair.
No.
The
That's
fact
true.
that you don't have hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the candy corn build up right
And I
there.
left this
Look
for
at it.
all of
It
you.
really
We
looks
do
like
have it.
corn.
It really does, see?
We'll have to do that one day, Mike. It's just, how do you get them to stay on top of each other?
Probably
I guess you
some
could put
kind
type
of candy glue, goo. Sue could do that as a pin this or whatever she calls it. Pin
She
this.
could.
Yeah, let's do it.
She's giving us the thumbs
How
up.
about tomorrow?
Yeah.
Good to see you again. I'd just like to shake hands.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll shake
Nice
your
to
hand
meet you.
too.
Thank you.